Oh my goodness. There it is. Woohoo! Except I can't see chats. Turn it down, turn it down. Chat. Hello, chat window. Oh my goodness, there's a Seraphis. Hello, Seraphis. I get knocked down, but I get up again. Because you're never gonna beat my first. Excellence. Welcome, welcome, Seraphis. We're doing a bit of a... You're probably gonna hear a drastically different audio quality. Same mic, just completely different environment. Ton of echo. In fact, we're gonna move the mic 1 second. Okay, we're gonna roll with... Well, I'm gonna have to move this chat down. No, I don't want to do that. I want to do this. It's a stitch in time. It might save 9. Yeah, let me know how things are going. I cannot hear the... I have headphones on and I'm kind of listening to my own separate thing for stitchy purposes. Something that I just like to stitch to. But yeah, this is my living room. So if it sounds super echoey, that's because I'm in the middle of my living room. Because this is my... Let's see, we got another needle here. Is this that does not look like a 26 needle. That looks like I'm trying to compare needles here. Hold on. I think she gave me a 28. Dang it, Beth. I don't use 28 needles. They're like pinpricks. They don't... Okay, I can't do... What are my next stitches that I need to do? I do need a second needle for... Can I make the 28 work? I think I can make the 28 work. I think I can make it work. Okay, so we're gonna go with that. So yeah, we are working on Mirabilia, just to give you a generic idea of what we're working on here. Here's the... So far, this is my octopus needle minder. On another tab. That's fair. That's fair. Oh, are you guys doing like your Eberron stuff tonight? I'm sorry if I try not to go on at the same time that like other people are going on, but I'm also not always paying the most attention. So I feel bad if I'm on at the same time that he is. We're gonna bring this here. Oh, we can't. I gotta bring it closer to me or I'm not gonna be able to stitch. So 1 second, we're gonna bring this down. There we go. Yeah, sort of a proof of concept because basically I had two options. I could either move the entire stand that I have, this whole floor stand and this whole frame set, which, can I back up even far enough for you to see the whole frame? Yeah, this whole frame set and this whole stand, and then normally my pattern's actually sitting over here. It was either move all of that to where my computer tower was, or hop on my laptop and move my mic. I mean, my camera's wireless technically, so basically I just wanted to see how that would work. So, and of course, to start right off the gate, we're going to start with some fairly more advanced stitchy stuff. It's just building Lego. That's fair. Listening to you guys nerd out about Legos is fun. I've already started. All I have left, the next video is finished and will release on Friday. And that will kickstart the bi-weekly schedule again. Oh, pardon me. Microphone. Okay. So yeah, the next video is supposed to release tomorrow. It's all done. I just need to draw the thumbnail still. And then, the next video after that, oh, I had a no, this is minus, okay. The next video after that is actually going to be about stitching. Mostly because I ran out of ideas. I ran out of DC20 ideas, but that's okay. I've kind of always wanted to make a stitchy video. Not like a stitching stream where I'm just stitching on camera, but like an actual informative video. So we're going to start with this. So you are a minus, and then the next is going to be the L. So the minus is light side. I think we went light side up. So we're going to do here. And here. Actually, what we should probably do is hold off on light side for the moment. And then we're going to have to do the dark side first. Okay. So, for clarification, you see these stitches right here? These stitches are what's called over 2. And I've explained this before multiple times, but basically the holes that I use to make these stitches are 9 by 9 holes. So there's a hole, and then you skip a hole, and then there's the next hole, and that makes the actual stitch. So there's 9 by 9 holes. These stitches down here are 1 by 1. So there's 4 of these for every one of these. And if you really, really look, like over here where they're actually connected together, you might be able to actually see it move you. So you can actually see, like, these are 4 to this one. Well, to top that all off, one of the stitches on this pattern, so you'll notice there's like different colors in here, like this is a lighter color, this is a medium color, these are some darker colors. To top all of that off, there is a color in this pattern that is actually supposed to be 2 colors put together, because the whole pattern is done like this. These guys up here, the whole pattern is done like these guys. The pattern does not expect you to do the itty bitty little stitches down here. That's just a choice, because a lot of people do that. So what the pattern expects you to do, because this is 2 strands right here. So what the pattern expects you to do is take 1 strand of one color, 1 strand of another color, mix them together, and then just stitch a bunch of X's with that. But I'm down here, I'm not using 2 strands. I'm only using 1 strand. So how do I mix 2 colors together if I'm only using 1 strand? Well, the way to do that is to do one part of the X in one color and the other part of the X in the other color. So that's why I have this one over here that I'm going to be doing, and then I also have one over here, and that's why I need 2 needles, is because I'm literally going to be using 2 needles. I'm going to go up and down with one color and then up and down with the other color to make the other half of the X. Grim Squirrel. I didn't buy a bunch of stitching stuff. Not at all. Not at all. So I do hope the music is nice and pleasant for you guys. It seems like it might actually be too quiet. So I'm going to like just there a little bit. I'm not listening to this music. I'm actually listening to the Two Towers Extended Edition cast commentary, because I'm a nerd like that and I like the cast commentary. So yeah, so the first thing we're going to do, as I was describing, is we're going to start the dark... Oop, I pulled too hard. We're going to start the darker of the 2 colors. And this is hard enough on a good day, but hey, this is sort of the ultimate test. If I can't do it if I can do it with these stitches, I can do it with anything. And I pulled my floss out. Okay, so here we go. We gotta do that. Whoops. And then okay, we're just off to a flying great start. That's great. If you're doing 2 strands, it's not complicated. Like I said, all of these other X's over here are all 2 strands. So if you're doing 2 strands, you just take, where is it? You take 1 strand of one color and 1 strand of the other color, and then you just stitch like normal. But if you are doing single strand like I'm doing, that's when it gets... And I'm starting. So I'm starting new threads. So it's even more complicated because I'm trying to start new threads. But once I get them started, you'll see what I mean. Okay, so there we go. And unfortunately, that was not enough to get our tail out. So we've got a tail stuck up here. So that's no bueno. So we're gonna try and pick this because we don't want the oh, we don't want the tail showing. Come on. Come on. It doesn't help that it's like teeny tiny. Can I just run the tail through the long way? Can I? Oop. So if you can't pick it to get the tail out, you can sometimes run a needle through it a handful of times and eventually it'll take the tail down with it. Okay, I think that's possibly good enough. So we've got the tail down. So this is, again, the darker part. So that's 1, 2. And I'm sorry about the shaking, but the floor stand is... It's one of those where when you're working on it, you don't notice, but on camera, it's magnified like a zillion times. Like, when I'm actually working on it, it's just a very slight wiggle, and on camera, it's like an earthquake is happening. So that's the darker side. So we just did, and I'm actually, let's see if I can move up over here a little bit. So I just did, right here, I just did 4 half stitches of the darker color. So now what I'm going to do is start, and again it's a little bit more tricksy because I'm starting a thread, which, yeah, again with 2 over. What was that? Was weird. Playing for the stream just started playing on my laptop speakers like for no reason. Okay, here. Okay. Yoink. It's weird. Oh, hello, Agile Monk. Holy crap, I haven't seen you in a while. Oh, shoot. I pulled my tail. I pulled my speaker. Thank you. Thank you, Agile Monk. If it wasn't obvious, I'm missing like 90% of the chat, but that's because, like, I do kind of I pulled my tail again. Okay, let's try this one more time. Would you kindly stop swapping your output? Okay, there we go. Over, pull it. There we go. It's gonna be a lot easier. What we're gonna do is we're gonna park it. 2 needles. Because which actually was that one. Okay. So now we're gonna do the next one over. So now we're gonna start with our leg 1, and then now we're gonna go about our day. Computer's doing that. What is happening? Audio input, capture audio, music, over here, speakers, let's do speakers, okay, and then let's go over here to the Discord audio, Prism Lens downloads. All right, let's see. I'm catching up on chat a little bit. Sorry. Something about, wait, what? Whoa, what did I miss? DC20 was canceled. Tori's now playing chess, the TTR. No, okay, yeah, okay, sure. Whoa, that was weird. Hey, this is an equipment test after all, I guess. Thanks, Grumpy, that's really funny. Do you guys hear the Skyrim music? Is that like a thing? Do you hear it at all? Let's do this and then do that. There you go. Now it should be playing for you guys. I have no idea why it was doing that. It was like randomly switching back and forth the audio output on my laptop for some reason. Hello, Aegeus. Hi, how are you? My goodness. Here than I thought there would be, but I'm glad you guys are here. As it says in the description, this is 100% a little bit of an equipment test. Per the normal, going back to the normal bi-weekly schedule after a very long holiday break. But, I would. So. One stitch, which we wouldn't like normally be doing, but this is a special situation. So I did 4. One stitch. Where's C4 I'm at? Yeah, I'm right there. So I just did this one and this one. So the next two are going to be these two right here. Oh, that didn't show up on camera. These two are next. These two right here. So. Yeah. Aegeus, I feel like you say that every stream. I feel like this is something we go through every stream where you're having issues with the video being choppy and then you refresh and then it's all good. Is it you? The audio stop again? Okay. Sounds. The sound is going in and out. I concur. Oh, okay, so it's not just Aegeus. Of which, hello, Orgasm. I haven't seen you in a hot minute. Wow, I got a lot of friendly faces today. It's a shame that you trying to do exceedingly difficult stitches and test a new setup. And then here. Okay, so my input is at a now. It is. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, no, the mic is just like randomly. Wow. My note to self, this it might be easier just to move the stand into the other room with the tower. Well, we'll keep doing this. We'll finish off this stream. We'll keep going, and then maybe in future I won't attempt this particular setup again. Because that was the... This is the light one. This is the dark one. That was the main test, was... Can I bring all the equipment and the stream out here? Or... Yeah, I did Aegis. I grabbed the cables and tried and tucked them in and made sure they were tight and... Alright. Now, if I'm not careful, I'm just gonna jibber jabber and not and get... Oh, this is the final 4, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, good. Even when I'm leaning super far forward, my head isn't coming too much into frame, so that's good news. Because that's a thing, because I'm leaning very, very, very close to this. So it's those 4 and then a 1 under. So it's actually going to be this one next. Up here. Yeah, so not only am I testing new equipment, but I'm procrastinating drawing my thumbnail for tomorrow. Okay, here we go, and then we're gonna go up. And then we're gonna go up. And then we're gonna go over. Come on, come on. There we go. And the other devices are powered over USB. You might want to get a powered USB hub. Grumpy. Have you tried turning it off and on again? Okay, there we go. So, yeah, so I don't know if you were able to catch any of that over all of the technical difficulties, but two threads, 2 needles, 2 threads, basically going at the same time. So what I've been doing is I've been doing half stitches. So half stitch, and it's easier when you're up in here where you can see a little better. When you're in the middle of a whole bunch of stitches you're already done, it's a little harder to see. Also, my new light is supposed to get here Monday, and that'll help. Coming up this same hole. Here we go. There we go. So we've got... There we go. And then we grab the other color, and then we close off our X's that we've already started. So without capturing other threads in our way, let's not do that. That is not it. That is it. There we go. And okay, and then this actually is gonna come up here. Check chats. Let's see if you're yeah, okay. So following up on the chat. Oh, YouTube's been weird for you, Grim Squirrel? Sometimes it is. Sometimes networks just go funny like that for like no reason. Okay, there we go. Half X, half X, half X, half X. So those are those two. And then the next one we have after it looks to be on this side. So we're gonna come over here. And then we're going to close those same X's that we just did. So we're going to close that X. And close with a different color. And there we go. Let's see, how's the voice? Yeah? It seems to be doing okay. It seems to not be cutting out anymore. Of course, when I turn to look away, like the mic is next to me, and when I turn to look away to actually focus on the stitch that I'm doing, it might, no, I don't think it's cutting out. But yeah, how are you guys? How are you doing? How are your local tabletop games going? Mine was pretty cool. I have a story to tell about it, but, I'll save that for the video that's coming out tomorrow because I tell a chunk of the story in that video. And again, I also apologize for any shaking and seasickness. It's just between the camera being zoomed in and the stand being the way it is. That's just the nature of it. So let's see. So let's go ahead and put the pattern over here now since I'm okay, so the next one of these is much further up, which I don't feel comfortable counting that far because I'm liable to mess it up. So instead what I'm going to do is just finish off these 4 stitches, and we're going to call this chunk done. And we're going to move on to a different color. Okay, there we go. There we go. One last one. There we go. Gosh, it almost gets to the point where you're so hyper focused on getting it and not messing it up that like you're not even blinking. Your Sunday game was great. Didn't do a dang thing you planned because your players went so far left. I'm not sure we're playing the same game. Oh no. Oh geez, Grumpy. Oh, I'm sorry you're so sick. Alright, pardon me. View of whatever's underneath my stand. And then we're gonna finish us off some threads. So that was one of the most complicated stitches that I've have to do on this pattern. So if I can do that on stream, boy, I can do anything, I feel. Yeah, that dual color 1/1 is some of the more complex parts. for sure. So let's weave that under. Can I weave that? I should be able to weave more. Can I weave more? Please? Please, can I weave more? Fine, we'll take that. There we go. Oh, and I dropped my needle. Somewhere. There it is. Phew, I dropped my needle on my lap and couldn't find it there for a second. Let's see, we're playing Star Wars. Doesn't matter. Turn a phrase. They are playing D&D correctly. Jeez. Oops, there's some scissors. Here we go. So now I can actually cut these threads. And these are both really long threads, so I'm actually going to put them back on my keeper for now. And so, let's see. Minus and L, which are the two colors that create that dual color. So again, all of that would have been so much easier if I wasn't doing the 1/1. But my impression of Bella Filipinas and Mirabilias is that that's kind of how you do it. You know, you do the skin 1/1. So that's what I'm doing. But admittedly, if I'm gonna be... I kind of want to go do a different part of the pattern, but honestly, I gotta get through this skin, which means just gritting my teeth and just doing it. I gotta get through this skin. And actually, Nala, so this little cross right here, the reason why that's empty is because those are actually beads. That's not going to be cross-stitched. Those are beads. So there's whole chunks of area that I'm not going to be able to do. Let's see, what do I got here? Looking at my pattern and I'm trying to figure out where I'm at. So let's see. So I just did all of that. I've got minus. Yeah, actually it might be a little bit easier for me to go this side, do the white, go up into around where her neck is, and then come back down around and do the skin. Oh, you guys can't see a thing I'm talking about. But either way, I found my next attack vector, as it were, and it's going to be over here. The only downside to this particular attack vector is it's white thread on white fabric, so I'm not sure how well you're going to see it, but hey, this is the project. Oh, hey, Galaxy. Probably sounds like a delayed response there, but hey, hello. You're not annoying us, Galaxy. We love you. You're the bestest. Let's see. Catch me some thread. Come on. Come on. Oh, the pattern, Aegis? Are you saying that looks complex? I mean, it looks complex, but it's just, you know, pick a square and fill. It's like, picture that it's like, I don't know, paint by numbers or something. You pick a square and you do that square and you fill in that square, and then you do the square next to it, and then you do the square next to that, and then Bob's your uncle and away you go. So now we're back to the 2/2, but we're dealing with white on white stitching. And the only thing I've encountered that's worse in terms of color than white on white stitching is black on black stitching. And both of them I could do without. So yeah, you guys are only getting to see like the worst of this particular project. Never mind the fun part. There we go. Alright, that should be the right one. I sincerely hope. Okay, and once we get going in a rhythm, that should be good. There we go. Okay. Just getting the swing of it, getting back into the groove here. So yeah, doot, doot, doot. Yeah, it's always easier to stitch a contrasting color. So like a darker color on a white fabric or a lighter color on a dark fabric. It's always a lot easier. So we just did 3. 1, 2, 3. That's our third. 4. Oops. Oh, keeps grabbing that thread. That's really annoying. 4th. 5th. Right? Should be 5. 3, 4, 5. Should be 3 from the dip there. So let's see. Let's finish this off. You use landmarks to navigate yourself. So when I say things like dip, what I'm talking about is this right here. So I should be... So see, I've already messed up because here's 2 stitches and then here's my dip. But according to my pattern, I'm supposed to have 3 stitches until my dip. Until that dip. So I've messed up. I got too close. I basically did 1 stitch too many. Basically, I can just sort of backwards stitch my way out of it, mostly. You do got to be careful with that. That doesn't always work. And then, let's see, we've got 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So something's not lining up because there's 3 here to this. So something in here is incorrect because I'm supposed to have like 5 of these white stitches and only have 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then there's supposed to be 1, 2, 3, and then I'm supposed to have 5 and then 3 and then the dip. So I am somehow immediately... I think what happened was I think one of these went too far. This isn't supposed to be 2. This is supposed to be 1, isn't it? Yeah, but that doesn't explain. Even if these 2 are off, the 5th stitch is still supposed to be over the top of one of these dark ones. Isn't it? Isn't it? Welcome to stitching, folks. This is what it's like sometimes. This is what it's like sometimes. So, let's see, let's just backtrack here a little bit. So those are those 3s, which I have 1, 2, 3, and then 2, so that's correct. So 3, 3, 3. And then, in fact, if I move this, so you can kind of see what I'm looking at here. So these little 3s right here, where are we? Yeah, those little 3s right there, those are this dark gray. So I'm supposed to have 3 of that dark gray and then a hole of 2. So I'm supposed to have 3 of that dark gray and then a hole of 2, right? So I've already done these 3s, 3, 3, 3, and then a hole of 2. So these guys right here, that guy was already done. These guys right here, these dots is the white thread. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then those 3 3s. And so actually, so the white is supposed to stop at the end of the 3s right here. So it should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But this one isn't white. It's actually pinkish. Which are these slashes. These slashes are the pinkish, purplish color. And actually, see these holes right here? These holes are supposed to be 1 wide. 1, 1, 1, 1. And then here, it gets off. Because this is 2 wide. And it shouldn't be 2 wide. It should only be 1 wide. So, somewhere in here, there is a mistake. So, if I start with the one above... And this 3, actually. This 3 right here is done. So, if I start with the one above the 3, which is this one right here... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I should have 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So yeah, right here something goofy happened. So what I'm gonna have to do is undo these undo these, and then redo them to get myself back correct. And it might not be the most glamorous thing to watch, but that right there, that's real stitching. Is making mistakes, having to recount. Let's move the camera, sorry. So yeah, I'm gonna have to undo this purpley pinkish stuff because these white stitches are where I'm running into trouble, basically. Aw, Galaxy, you're so sweet. I don't deserve you guys. So all of that being said, quality of the stitching itself notwithstanding, like let's pretend I was working on a better project where I wasn't undoing stitches and stuff. How is the rest of it? Do you like this setup? Are you okay with the audio quality? Or I'm gonna go back and watch it anyways after the fact, just to to see if it meets my own standards, because I do have standards. I wonder what this tail is doing. What the heck is that? Okay. Okay. So this, hopefully this doesn't seem too bad, to be honest, though. I don't think this is too awful bad. I think we can backtrack through here and get this sorted. But yeah. All else being said, aside from the minor tech difficulties at the beginning, how are you guys liking this? Aw, well good. I'm glad you like it, Aegis. I'm glad it's relaxing. Standards? What am I doing here? Psh. I do have a certain standard of quality that I'd like to hit for my streams and my videos, and I am ever marching towards that standard that I see in my head that I want. So, but of course I wouldn't have a channel without you guys, so I mean I would, it would just be a very lonely, dark, terrible place. Was that not? Oh yeah, no, it was just the way it went through it. The way it went through it. Nope. Nope, that's not coming out. Okay, so we're gonna have to backtrack even more, just the hair here, because one of our other threads got caught up in, yeah. Yeah, let's do, okay, that's... Okay, here we go. So now the white is fully out. We never started that white. And now we've dropped our purple down. Now we've freed him up. Okay, let's see. Shunk. Here we go. Okay. So now we've got... Oh, that didn't help. We were pulling the wrong way. Okay, so we're almost down to the spot we need to fix. We're almost down to the spot we need to fix. And here's hoping it's just this stuff and not the gray around the edge out here. Otherwise, that's going to be not fun. Okay, here we go. Yeah, somebody said it's with any art project, and it's true. It's not like it goes down perfectly the first time, at least. Not unless you're some sort of crazy mastermind, but I am not a crazy mastermind. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we do have a couple of these in here. We have these. So we're at a standard bar right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So we need to do just basically one from the gray. One from the gray over here. So we're going to do... Whoop. Oh, that's why. It's because we were up. I can't go directly up. When I'm doing 2 over 2... Or not 2... I mean, it doesn't matter. I can't go directly up. Anytime you do stitching, regardless of which corner you go in first, second, third, last, there's always going to be one direction you can't actually go. And in my case, it's up. So, there we go. So we went straight up. Oh, come here. So we're going to straight up, and then we go one more next to it. But this time the thread is going to pull in a better direction. So that helps. There we go. So now we've gone straight up, straight over. Straight up, and then we need to go straight up again. So rather than... Okay, there we go. Straight up. So we did a half cross instead of a full cross in order to go straight up without causing problems. So there we go. Straight up, straight over as well. Okay. Okay, there we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Excuse me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's exactly where we're at. And then what we're going to do is we're going to skip 1 and we're going to go up here. Because then it's skip 1, go up here, go up here, go over here, there we go. Yoink. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and then we gotta come down 1 and do that center one, making a T shape. There we go. I dropped my pen. Don't care. Here we go. Okay, here we go. So now what we're gonna end up with is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excuse me, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1. Excuse me, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, okay, good. That is where we should be. And this is here, and then the next one after this is actually going to be the center of this T shape. So we're going to go here, here, here. And then it's going to go here. I saw chat move out of the corner of my eye. I'll read it here in a second. Yoink, yoink. Yoink, yoink. Yoink, yoink. Let's see. Oh, chat moved a little bit. Let's see. Other than seeming to be a touch of lag, which again, not bad. Let's see. Just got a message from Gord. He wants his not he wants his not pack standard, as in a battle standard. I think we all know what flag I will fly under. Lol. Oh, I love you guys. You guys are great. I'm glad that you're here, and I'm glad that you're supporting parts of my channel and the content that's not DC20. Despite what the subscriber count would have you think, most of those aren't actually really regularly watching or interacting with the content in any way. And it's the interactions, I've said in the past, but it's the interactions that make it. Well, and of course now there's the whole thingamajigger going around about the honey scandal, and Bob World Builder put out his video, and Professor Dungeoncraft put out his video, and How to Be a Great GM, of course, has officially said his goodbye, and did that whole thing about his experience to the YouTube office in London, which is just like, and then 2 days ago, Professor Dungeoncraft released that video about basically saying that D&D YouTube is dying. I mean, I'm paraphrasing quite drastically there. Quite drastically, but it's one of those where it's like, Tori, you picked a fine time to get involved in this. What are you doing? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. I got ahead of myself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Perfect. And then I can backtrack and do this one. We're just going to keep going with this purple for a bit, because why not? It's so much easier than the white. And I'm running out of thread, so I'm going to have to stop eventually anyways. Might as well just keep going. Keep on swimming. Keep on swimming. Ah! Got caught on my finger on the backside. What was that? Ghost, I guess. Let's see. Oh wait, Aegeus, you haven't... Oh yeah, Seraphis, I'm already subbed to that channel. 100% I'm already subbed to that channel and will be checking it out. I can't say that I regularly watched Guy's videos. I really have not. I only just discovered his channel not that long ago. So I haven't seen most of it, but I do understand his place in the D&D tube world. Like, you know, his channel's been around for long time. You know, I do understand that the significance of him, you know, moving on to different things, but that's the good news, is that he's moving on to a different channel. He's not strictly leaving, but let's see. Oh, 1, 2, 3. I was supposed to only do 3. Let's backtrack here. Wait, I already did 3. Yeah, 4 and then 3. And then 4, right? 4, then 3, and then 4. Yeah. Okay, so 4, then 3, and then 4. Okay. Excellent. Okay, I can successfully end that thread and not feel too guilty. And then get moving on my white. But first, sip of bourbon, because I'm an alcoholic. Oh, Aegeus. Okay, so Aegeus, how long have you been running around on YouTube? Like, how long have you been watching videos on YouTube? I'm assuming a long time. I'm assuming a fairly decent amount of time. I'm gonna assume that you've been around YouTube long enough that you remember the time when everybody and their dog had honey as a sponsor, right? Remember that? Oh, it's a web extension and it finds free codes for you. Remember? Do you remember that? I will be completely 100% honest. I am not catching every single Grumpy Slan video, every single Bear video, every single, even Game Masters videos, which I was for a bit. I was catching like every single one, and now I'm missing those too. I am missing a fair number of videos. Like, full disclosure, I'm not even gonna pretend otherwise. I am missing a fair number of those. I am a terrible, terrible supporter. Oh yeah, yep, okay. So, turns out, because this was, somebody did a video about this. In fact, you could just go look up Honey Scandal, and you'll probably get all the info you need to. But it turns out that Honey was substituting the blurb in the URL that, I don't know if my audio cut out, but every time you have an affiliate link, there's a bit in the URL that's like, okay, this is how they know it was an affiliate link and not just someone Googling the website or whatever. But what Honey was doing, among other things, was whenever someone would click the link, they would do like a under the hood swapperoo so that it didn't look like it was the affiliate link of the creator of the channel. It was their own affiliate link. So basically they were stealing money from creators in a sense. Yeah. I've gotten to the point where if I see something advertised, a sponsor on YouTube, if I see it on more than 3 channels, I have a rule of 3. In all of my subscribed channels, which I have subscriptions on everything from FlossTube to TTRPGs to political stuff to video game news and reviews. So I have a fairly wide spectrum of channels in different like categories. And I've gotten to the point where if I see sponsorship ads on more than 3 of those channels, it's my rule of 3. If I see the same product advertised on more than 3 of them, I'm not buying it. Like just straight up, like I'm just nope, I'm not buying it. Because if it's on more than 3, especially everything from political news to FlossTube and gaming news, like you have the same thing being advertised in that many different communities, then what that tells me is that company is basically throwing everything at the wall and seeing what sticks. And I'm not like that. Just that rubs me the wrong way when that happens. Oh, Grumpy. You've never heard of Honey? It's something that us what is it MatPat calls us? YouTube boomers? Internet boomers. It's something that us internet boomers are familiar with. Basically, people who grew up with the internet. Like, the internet was young when we were young, and the internet got more defined as we became more defined. Like, literally the generation that actually grew alongside the internet, I think is what that is. Let's see. You're ready? Okay, let's see. So a suspect company did suspect things. Well, they caught everybody off guard because it wasn't... I don't think it was suspect to a lot of people. Yeah, I downloaded it for like... I downloaded it once, way back in the day when MatPat was sponsored by it, actually, which he did that and then he stopped doing that a long time ago. So, but back when MatPat was doing Honey, I tried it. I went to like 1 or 2 websites and I figured out that like, okay, it's not doing what it says it's going to do. It's not finding me any discount codes or anything. So then I just uninstalled it after that because I was like, well, it's not doing what I want it to do. It's not doing what it said it would. So there was only one other thing that I tried, but again, I did like the equivalent of a free trial and then got rid of that too. And my DVD just ran out, so now I need to go swap the DVD. Apparently I've been streaming longer than I thought I've been. Alright. And what, by the way, what you guys just witnessed, where I've been here for, how long have I been live? I've been live an hour, and I've accomplished 4 stitches. In an hour, I've accomplished 4 pattern stitches. Well, I guess 4, 5, 6, 7. I've accomplished 7 pattern stitches, which, what's 7 times 4? 28? 28 physical stitches, because I spent the whole rest of the time undoing all of the stitches I've already done. Oh, I just realized the camera was off, so yeah, I've been over here. But yeah, I undid and had to redo all of this. So that, welcome to the hell that is this project. Because everything you see here has been redone multiple times. I've never had so much trouble with a project as I've had on this one. It's wild. when 4chan was the peak of social media. I was gonna say 4chan. What are you talking about? 4chan is still the peak. Okay, for reals though, I do gotta go switch my DVD over, otherwise I'm gonna have nothing but silence in my ears, and that's just unacceptable. I'm already gonna have enough to deal with tomorrow. I don't need more tonight. I got summoned for jury duty tomorrow, which I have legitimately never done in my life before, so all I can picture in my head, because I don't know anything about what it's really like, all I can picture in my head is being stuck, sitting in some sort of drab room, staring off into space, trying desperately to pay attention for like from 9 a.m. till 5 p.m. straight, which for my ADHD brain is like hell on earth. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to it, but all I can do is just do the best I can. I mean, I'm not going to ignore it or anything. I'm not going to be one of those idiots that just doesn't show up. That's not me. I'm lawful good, remember? All right, time to go switch my DVDs. I'll be right back. If I could, I would switch the camera around and show you a cat. She's sleeping next to me over there on the other side of the couch. But in the meantime, I'm going to go switch my DVDs. So, one moment. You get to see my very dirty floor. Got my controller. Okay. I apologize in advance for socks and pajama pants. I beg your forgiveness. Here we go. Now you can go back to looking at pretty cross stitch. Yes, Kitty is asleep. Actually, I'm not sitting in my chair right now. I'm technically sitting in Steve's chair, but Cat stole my chair, so that's what I get. 4chan being the peak of social media is part of why you hate humanity. You know, I feel like 4chan is one of those things where you either get it or you don't. There's a certain style, there's a certain degree of the dark humor that if that kind of humor is not your thing, then it's going to be a miserable. Not that I actually go on 4chan, I just lived with people who were on it all the time. In fact, my entire knowledge of like 4chan and that whole culture is vicariously through those two individuals. I was never actually on it myself. Okay, so now we're going to continue with our white. Now, back to where we started, where... Uh-oh. Oh, good, there's my pen. So, here we go. So, we needed... What was that? The cat's asleep, but I just heard a noise that kind of almost sounded like the cat, like, having a cough and trying to throw up at the same time, but it wasn't her. She's asleep next to me. That was really weird. One, two, three, 4, 5. That was a really weird sound. The only thing I can figure is that was Steve? I mean, he is playing Dwarf Fortress, so I kind of anticipate angry noises every so often. What did he say happened this morning? His entire map flooded because he dug like one square in one spot. Yeah. Yeah, Discord and YouTube are the only social media I have. I had Facebook way back in the day. And I've tried Twitter several different times, but it's just not my thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoa. Go back. I already did those 5. So with those 5, and then we're going to go, I see. Okay, so now we're going to backtrack. Yeah. When I was big on Facebook was back in 2008. But basically what happened is I quit having social media, and I like deleted all my accounts or whatever and left. Uh-oh, I have a knot in the back. Because I wasn't checking it. Like, what's the point of having social media if you never open the app on your phone? Like, I was like, oh yeah, I have Facebook, and then I would just not open Facebook. You know what I mean? Like, it would just sit there on my phone completely stagnant, and I would just, like, never open the website. So it's like, why, what? So eventually I just gave up. Oh, I have a pretty good knot on my, because I didn't cut my thread. Oh, Tori, you silly, silly goose, you. Alright, well, let's... I don't even think the knot's showing up on camera, but let's deal with this mess, shall we? Okay, so this is our current strand. Which means this is the purple. Okay, there we go. Pull that down. Okay, here we go. And then we're just going to... Oh, very carefully. And then, yeah, that should lay nice and flat. If I have a tail come up, I'll deal with that later. Oh, hello, soy-based. Hello. We're doing an equipment test / Stitchy stream this evening. At least it's evening for me. But I hope you are doing well. I hope the volume level's good. For the volume. I'm not listening to the same thing that you guys are, so I hope it sounds good. If it doesn't, then someone say something and hopefully I'll catch it. Because I'm trying to check chat in between every so many stitches. I try to like look over and actually catch chat. As I continue to procrastinate making the thumbnail for tomorrow's video. Okay, there we go. Okay, 1, 2, 3. And this one's supposed to continue out past the last one, I think. Where's my pen? There's my pen. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, because I'm about even. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. Okay, so now I need to go. Let's see, what do we got? How are you doing? Heard about what happened. Oh, wait, what? What is the full pattern gonna look like? Seems to be a woman holding a fan. Mad Dog. I'm not following the little sub-conversation that's happening with Gods and Soy, but sure. Oh, did Aegis have to leave? Oh. Alright, thanks, Aegis. Thanks. I'm sorry I missed your other message, but thank you so much for stopping by for as long as you could. I appreciate all of you guys. I said it before and I'll say it again. I super appreciate all of you guys. I'm so glad you're here, and I hope that you're enjoying the wacky, unprofessional stream to a degree. And I hope that you're getting some entertainment and value out of it, even if it's just mindlessness. Okay, so 1, 2, so 1, 2. Yep. Okay, there we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. Yeah, you do need sleep, Galaxy. Yeah, no worries. It's super late for you, Galaxy. You should go get some sleep. Go get some sleep. Oh, walnut jaw. Oh, you're talking about... I know what you're talking about now with Gauze. I know what you're talking about now. Oh, it had a walnut go into his jaw. Yeah, I mean, I didn't know the specifics, but he had mentioned the last Saturday stream that we did. He had mentioned that he was having some issues. Oof. I would not wish dental issues on my worst enemy. They're the worst. Okay. Okay, I'm going to, let's see. So 1, 2, 3. That should be closer to correct. Yes, that is closer to correct. That's the only thing about the 2/2 is that you gotta make sure you don't, you gotta make sure you get it in the right spot, because you're skipping every other one. Okay, here we go. That doesn't look right. That immediately doesn't look right. That still doesn't look right, but okay. If you say so. If you say that's correct, then I'll do that pattern, but... Okay, here we go. There we go. So let's see. We already did the 1, 2, 3 out, and it looks like we're going to even. Okay, there we go. 2 more. Okay, now we're actually making real progress. That's not right. Maybe that is right. It just looks very narrow. It looks too narrow. What is up with this? What is up with this? One of these looks too narrow, too close together. Like it's not skipping every other, so let's see. Yes, I was right. One of these is off. Here we go. We're gonna reset that. Yeah, I hope you get better soon. I've been very fortunate that I haven't had to, like, I haven't had very many issues. I haven't had to visit the dentist very often, but it's a very, very unfun anything to do with teeth. That's what I'm really getting at. Because like teeth are just, why are teeth so sensitive? Like it just seems like anything to do with teeth is just like the worst. Okay, here we go. Teeth are the worst. Don't mess up your teeth. Brush and floss. Don't mess up your teeth. Don't have to go to the dentist. It's horrible. Although in God's case, I guess it was not something you, like, intentionally did. That just sounds so painful. Okay, so this came out over... Something really weird is going on here. I'm telling you. The stitches above me and the stitches below me are not lining up. And it's really weird. It's really throwing me off. That doesn't make any sense. What is going on? Okay, let's back up quite a few stitches. Let's try this again. Let's try this again. Okay, maybe it keeps them from swelling. Not the time to start a new stitching channel. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, I think I figured out where the suspect is actually. We're gonna back up one more part of a stitch. I tell you, white on white stitching and black on black stitching is the absolute worst. Although I couldn't tell you which one is actually worse. Watch as I'm just gonna go and write all the same spots. Is it these ones down here? Are these? No, these ones line up. They can't be wrong. They line up. Okay, here we go. Here we go. And then one. And then another one. There we go. And then another one. Okay. Skipping. Here we go. Here we go. There we go. Up and over. Skipping. There. There. Okay. Skipping, which means here, which means we line up with where we should be. Okay. Okay, and then that row lines up with that row. Okay, so we're good. We're good. They're lining up. So, cool. We finally got all of these white stitches done. My goodness. That was a headache and a half. I looked over in chat and I just saw dealing with insurance company and I immediately looked away like, oh dear God. See, the funny part is I can get away with just shrugging my shoulders and being like, meh, now. But I bet you that's not going to continue as I get older. Eventually, I'm going to have to bite the bullet and do medical things. I hate hospitals. I hate hospitals so much. Here we go. Okay, now we're making progress. Okay, and then how far am I going out? Because this is 2 out. That's 2 out. Oh, I'm going all the way out. Okay, so we're gonna go here. And then we're gonna go yoink, 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 yoink. There, and then we're gonna end this thread, and for the love of goodness, we're gonna find something other than white on white stitching to do. Because holy crap. There we go. Hopefully that didn't throw things off too much. Yeah, we're gonna end that white thread, and then I'm gonna try and see if I can find something else to do, because that white on white stitching is just the most miserable. In fact, what I might do is come down here and fill this in down here instead. That's what I might do. Opportunity to read. Not possessed by the most ancient of old man history. Okay, here we go. Ugh, that's gonna bump the mic because the mic cable is right there. I hear dogs barking. Probably barking at all the deer. Just before starting the stream, I like opened up my well, I don't have it like all the way open, but I have a sheer curtain on my sliding glass door, and then I have regular curtains over the top of that. And so I was like just sitting here waiting for the laptop to load something for the stream, and then I was just like look over it, I'm like, "Oh, look, a deer. Oh, look, dinner." It was just a young deer was poking around, and then I touched the curtain, and then it raised its head and its ears went all up, and it was like, oh, it was like all alert, like something moved. And so then I put the curtain back, and then it got like, it almost touched the patio concrete. So basically it got within like 4 feet of the house, and then it was like, I'm gonna continue down this path. I'm like, okay, dear, you do that. You do that. It's time to start a new color though. We are gonna do the slush color, which turns out it's that light. It turns out it's that light purple. So I guess we're doing light purple again. Oh, and there goes the heater rattling a little bit. Thanks, heater. You sound so musical. Okay, so here we go. Shunk. I actually made a in between working on the video that's gonna come out tomorrow, just for funsies, I did another mega video, like the Minecraft one, where I stitched together a bunch of videos from someone else's channel and then just like cut out certain bits. So I did Teresa Little Stitcher's Stitching Retreat videos, and I took a number of them, starting with the first one I had ever seen, and stitched them all together into a into a mega video that's 8 hours and 51 minutes long, which is totally my jam. You ever see the Elder Scrolls retrospectives done by Patrician TV? Those types of videos are totally my jam. If it's about a subject matter that I'm interested in, and if it has lore in it, and if it's over 6 hours long, I'm down. Oh, come on, you. Oh, whoa, I totally messed that up. Whoa, what happened? Wait, no, I didn't mess that up. I didn't mess that up. That's exactly where it should be, right there. There we go. Okay, there we go. I didn't mess up. Okay, yeah. There we go. I think I need to pull my tension a little tighter. I think I need to pull on my stitches a little bit more so I get a little more maneuvering room. Yoink. Oh, whoop. Right there. Okay. Goodness, that was difficult. Some of these just do not look like proper over 2 stitches, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if it's an optical illusion. I don't know if I'm actually off. Oh, I'm off up here, I can see that now. Some of these are just not coming across like proper over 2 stitches. And I don't even know how it looks. I'm gonna go back and check out this stream, but I'm not even 100% how that white on white. Oh shoot, yeah, that's right. I meant to show a picture of the full project, and of course now Galaxy is gone. Moose. Oh, something. Something about delicious and shooting it and prematurely in a bad mood, and I missed the rest of the chat there. That's intense, Soy. That's I have never had caribou. I have never had wild boar. But I'm sure if that's the only thing you eat, that it's pretty normal where you live. Deer is fairly common around here because obviously there's a ton of them, but I think there's like rules. You can't like hunt them when they're in city, because like I live in this city, but the deer still come up all over the place. Oh yeah, turkeys. Yeah, no, there's turkeys all over the place here too. In certain areas, like you'll drive past and they'll just be like on either side of the road, and you're like, what are all these turkeys doing here? Oh wait, so you're saying that those aren't normal eating items for you, Soy? I can say I have had elk, and I do like elk. I am not as fond of deer. True story, venison is not my favorite meat. But elk is really good. But I don't get elk very often. Like, I think I've had it like twice in my whole life. You eat like a normal person? Well, bear in mind that the term normal is subjective. What's normal to us is not exactly normal to everybody all over the world. Okay, I haven't been marking down my stitches, so... Where's my... Oh, shucks. Where's my pen? Oh, no! Oh, the couch ate my pen. Eep! Oh, it just spit it back out on the floor. Did the couch just spit my pen out back on the floor? I think it did. Well. Okay. Well, that makes things interesting, because... Oh, do I have my other pen? If I have my other pen... The pen... The pen on my tablet actually works on my phone. So this is the pen for my tablet, and it'll actually work on my phone too. So I can at least keep going for a little bit longer. But I will have to call it here soon. Besides, this was always meant just to be a bit of a Stitchy stream mixed with a little bit of an equipment testing stream. It wasn't meant to be anything super crazy involved. Oh, no, I didn't mess up there. I thought I messed up there. I didn't, actually. Okay, so here we go. So let's do that. And that. And then I get to spend a huge chunk of tomorrow morning getting the video ready to go to upload. Like I said, it's already done. It's just I'm trying to stick to the release schedule goals that I set for myself. And then, okay, that's not right. And then I'm going to spend the rest of the morning finding out where my local courthouse is, or wherever I'm supposed to go for this whole jury duty thing. But if Galaxy Fox dares to come see this after the fact, there has got to be, oh my gosh, I might be searching for days here. Let's do this. Oh, Dungeon Professor responded to my comment. I need to check that out. Let's see. Holding Stitchy, Kitty Picks, Royal Games. So those are only. Okay, I'm gonna have to actually Google it because I don't actually have it. Mirabilia Royal Games 2. That's what it's actually called. That's what this I keep referring it to Mirabilia, but that's just that's not actually the name of the pattern. That's just the okay, here we go. Let's see if I can. Oh yeah, there's a horrendous lag. All right, there you go. I got that. That is what it's gonna look like. Oh no, excuse me. That's diamonds. I stand corrected. Where's 2? That's diamonds. I have this one. Excuse me. That was diamonds. They look, I mean, they're very, very similar, obviously. But this is what I'm doing now. This is hearts. And so that's what it's going to look like when it's all done. And yeah, I have to actually stitch the outside, like to make it look like a card. Like I have to stitch all of that, the Q and the heart and all of that. I've got to stitch the rest of her face, her crown. And then you see what I mean about how she's actually wearing a necklace, but on my project you see a hole right here because everything on this everything where there's this whole necklace and all of these spots where there's holes are beads, like physical beads. So that's why the holes. And then when she's done, then it's on to spades. And the interesting thing is the way this pattern is designed, you can technically do 2 queens of hearts. You do not have to do both of them like this. The design is actually perfectly symmetrical. When I get done with the Queen of Hearts, I could actually flip my project upside down and then just do the Queen of Hearts all over again. And then on a whole separate piece of fabric, I could do the Queen of Spades and then flip it upside down and then do the Queen of Spades again. I do not have to I do not have to do both of them together like that, but I'm thinking about doing both of them together anyways. Truth be told, my favorite is actually the Queen of Spades. She is my favorite of the 4 card suits. Okay. Oh, thanks, Grumpy. Thanks for stopping by. Actually, we're probably going to call it here. I kind of want to go fetch my pen out from the ground where the couch spit it up. I think I've got more than enough. An hour is plenty, and I did an hour and 40 minutes, so of me awkwardly bumbling about on camera live for everyone to see. Joy. But I think I've got enough here to give me a good reference point of, you know, if this setup is going to work in the future, if I want to continue using this setup, or if I'm going to go back to the drawing board and try something else. Because I do want to have more Stitchy content. I'm just struggling with outputting that content to my satisfaction and my quality level, if you will. But to everyone who joined me, I thank you all so much. And goths. Let's see, do I want to get out of Jerry's team home immediately from that made him unable to, oh jeez. No, goths, that medical buddy go in and out. Okay, I'm gonna have to go back and read that whole thing that I feel like I'm missing a beat there, Gauze. No, I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna serve my jury duty like a good person. But thank you everyone for joining me. I'm gonna continue to work at the on the tech side of things. I'm gonna continue to work on the stitching streams so that I could preferably make them more regular. I do like having pictures and streams. I do like watching the progress on things as they go. So I'm gonna keep working on that in the background. But I really appreciate you guys for showing up and kind of being guinea pigs and helping me figure this side of things out. And like I said, the next DC20 video will be releasing tomorrow. So I hope you enjoy that. Hope you have a great evening, morning, etc. And I'll see you guys next time.